You suck me in till I'm all the way up. Everybody is waiting for a stranger. You gas me up till I'm all the way down. Everybody was trading for a stranger. Oh my, oh me, you're in danger. You're in danger.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour Season 2, our very first episode. You're listening to the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour on WHRW 90.5 FM, Channel 213, State University of New York at Binghamton. And I am your host, Evan Clift. And today I have a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I would be absolutely delighted to introduce myself. My name is David Kramer. Welcome or hello, Binghamton. How are you all doing?
David Kramer. David Kramer, you're actually, very importantly, you are the person that got me in to doing radio because of your own show on that other station we can't talk about. That was very, very special. It even had a radio drama of its own, something that we do on the show now.
Aw, shucks, Evan. You're too kind. You're too sweet. You're too amiable.
I'm sweet as a peach, you could say.
I would concur. Like a
You,
ripe
the,
peach.
I'm so glad to be working inside the Information Syndicate's banner and hosting this show, spreading, good information in the world.
All the media one needs to consume.
hmm Now, what do you do, David? What do you do nowadays? Because it's been a while since you've been on radio.
Yeah. Well, ever since my fall from grace, I've been just hanging out mostly at the top of my penthouse suite in the financial district of Manhattan.
hmm
Um, I'd say, I've been checking out some really good restaurants. Like, there's this one called Cane's Chicken. It just opened,
I've heard of that.
and yeah, so I mostly just sit there, and sometimes I'll look out the window to look at the sky and look down from my ivory tower. But other
I
than
see.
that, uh, that's mostly what I do now. Yeah.
Well, I think that's just wonderful. And you know what else is wonderful? We, on the show, have a segment we like to call Concepts. Have you heard of Concepts?
I suppose conceptually.
All right, so how Concepts works is I will pull, slips of paper out of this brown bag, our special Concepts bag, and I will raise a concept to you, and you have to respond to the concept however you see fit, all right?
Okay, yeah, that sounds solid.
Okay. How is a GPA calculated?
Oh, this is a bit of a pseudoscientific concept here. I see.
I suppose.
Uh, I think typically first they rate you on your handsomeness. At least I should explain. This is how my GPA has been calculated. Back when
Okay.
I back when I went to my university many decades ago, because of course I'm very old now. Um, but typically they rate you between 1 and 100 on a scale of handsomeness.
hmm
100 being most handsome, one being least handsome.
Okay.
Uh, then they multiply that by how many children you've brought into this world. So
Okay.
for me, that was like point 0.7. Um,
What does
and
the
then
the GPA stand for? What does that mean?
general point average.
Okay.
Yeah. And
It's
then
interesting.
I believe they subtract 45 from that,
Okay.
between 45 and 55, depending on which school you attend. And and so that's how I got a GPA of, I don't know, 6.
And that's how you are where you are today?
That's what took me to the penthouse.
Well, okay. That's a suitable response to a concept.
How would
Here's
you
our
respond,
how would I
or
respond?
do you not respond?
Oh, I don't respond to the concepts. I do jokes on the show occasionally, but I don't do concepts.
Oh,
Concepts are for the
I have a
guest.
joke. I have a
You have
joke.
you have a joke? Well, you save it for the
Uh
jokes segment, David.
oh, okay, okay. I'll save it for that.
Name 3 types of battery.
D, double A, triple A.
All right. What is the difference between cement and concrete?
Oh, well, this one I actually know.
Okay.
Uh, cement is the actual binding agent, and concrete is a mix of the binding agent and an aggregate, such as, I don't know, sand, small rocks, etc.
It's wonderful. All right. What is a 401k?
Oh, this one I also know. It's like this useless thing. No one has it anymore.
I see.
I like it's the alternative to if you have like a hedge fund. That's what you're supposed to put your money in. But some people put it in a 401k. So I don't know.
It's
Those people
despicable.
aren't in the penthouse. So what can you say?
List 5 genres of music.
I'm gonna say blues, ragtime, jazz, doo-wop, and perhaps best of them all, uh, drone music.
Okay. See, the concepts is kind of like a Rorschach test where you really get to see what people think of, and it changes on the person greatly.
You're right. That's a
Name
good
a
point.
brand of cigarette.
Hmm. Royal Light.
Who is the current U.S. president?
Donald J. Trump.
Some of these concepts might be outdated because of I made them last year.
That's a fair point.
Name a king of England.
King George II.
Okay. You don't have to be correct on the concepts. You just have to answer them honestly.
Well, what is correct, Evan? Might I ask you that?
Exactly. That's the question that concepts like
There is no
raises.
absolute truth.
What? No, can't do that one.
I'll forgive you.
Name 3 countries in the Middle East.
Yemen, Oman. Yemen, Oman, and Saudi Arabia.
In what countries is the sport called soccer?
America.
Is America a country, David?
Sorry, the United States of America. Forgive my slang.
Excellent. What is a filibuster?
Oh, it's that sandwich. It's like the Philly cheesesteak, and they fill it with so much Philly and cheese and steak that it looks like it's gonna like bust open.
I see. I didn't know that. Okay. List 4 fonts. Fonts is in text fonts.
Oh, Comic Sans, Times New Roman, uh, Harlequin Mask, and Blue Backpack .1.
Alternative name for a bathroom.
The Lou.
The Louvre. Uh, Name a brand of toilet paper.
Charmin.
Name 2 galaxies.
The Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy.
Ah. How many U.S. territories are there?
Too many. No, I'm gonna say not enough.
Oh, okay. What is the worst movie of all time?
Undoubtedly, it is that really slow, boring one. I'm gonna go with Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame. Very good answer. Name a rap
What are you
album.
doing here?
Name it.
I told you you couldn't be on the show again.
No, I was.
You
No,
can't do
I
the
was.
show.
I was doing the show.
It's my show.
I was doing the show. You said.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Go now.
I'll go.
Get out.
Come on. Okay.
Uh-huh. Go.
David and I have to go now. David, we have to go.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Okay.
I want to stay. I want to
This has
stay.
been W90.5 WHRW
I'm
90.5 FM Binghamton with David Kramer and Evan Clift. I suppose we will make way for the new host and new guest. But thank you for joining us on Concepts, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, I guess.
You can go. Let's go.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
So,
having me.
welcome to the first episode of the second season of the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour. It is just a pleasure, although we've arrived a little late. I have come with my very honored returning guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Hatim Husainy, and I'm a student here at Binghamton University, sophomore studying political science.
Now you are listening to WHRW 90.5 FM Binghamton. If I were listening, I would not turn off this station because we have got some great stuff coming up. Before we get into our first segment, Hatim, do you have anything you'd like to say?
So, yeah, in particular, this year our student association elections are going on all across the campus of Binghamton University. Different elections happen at different times, but I know off the top of my head, the off-campus and hillside elections are happening right now. Susquehanna and Hinman elections are still to come. And at these various elections, the Student Power Coalition, a series of multicultural orgs working together, are running candidates in order to make our campus a better place for everyone living here.
That is very interesting, especially if you live on campus. Now, we're going to get into the best segment, the best 15 minutes of any part of any radio show,
Undoubtedly.
possibly, the jokes segment. Now, it's been a long time since we've done jokes, so as a refresher, basically, I read a joke, then the guest reads a joke. We go back and forth. Sometimes they might be funny, and I've devised a foolproof way to determine whether or not a joke is funny. We will have a keep pile and a discard pile of jokes on which jokes are bad and which are good, which should be used again, which should never be used again, okay? I guess I'll create the first pile right now. I got roofied at Carl's Golfland, and all I got was chlamydia. Now, is that... what do you think about that?
For me personally, I feel that would be a discard.
Okay, we're not
I
using
don't-
that one again.
I don't know about the punchline there, my friend.
Okay. Well, hopefully the next one's better.
Let's take a look and find out. In a gay bar, every mixed drink is a fruit cocktail.
Okay,
That's
wow.
to keep, I feel.
That is, we are breaking new ground with these jokes this season. This is
Truly,
insane.
Truly.
Okay, our writers must have stepped it up. Shout outs, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Keep, for sure.
Let's take a look here. Another one. I'll catch you, herpes, if it's the last thing I do.
Okay. 2 jokes involving STIs. That's a keep.
I don't know. That's your call, my
Oh,
friend.
You make the calls on your jokes. I'll make the calls on my jokes, okay?
All right. So
you
then
keep
I
it.
feel that is a keep simply on the basis of making somebody, like, you guys can't see it, of course, but in parentheses, the line says, in supervillain voice, and then the joke.
I see.
And simply foreseeing which supervillain do people go with.
It's another Rorschach test.
I
Okay.
suppose.
So you keep the jokes that you want to keep. You just hand me the ones you don't like.
Got it. Got it.
That's how we'll operate this. I feel that the Grizzly Man could have had a much longer career if he were perhaps named the Gerbil Man or the Kitty Man.
How do you feel
Discard.
about that?
Go on.
A shame. We're not a fan of the gerbil man. All right, here we go. Coffee, spelt backwards, is efok. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one, my friend.
Okay. I don't understand. Let's see. Jerry Seinfeld has recently announced a video game about nothing. It's called Minecraft. Ooh.
Bad take. Bad take.
Ooh.
Perhaps a decent joke, but a bad take. Indeed. Shout out Minecraft. Daffy Duck has recently checked into hospice following this latest duck season. Prayers up for Daffy.
Too dark.
I'm afraid I'm going to hold on to this one.
Okay, fair
Your
enough.
mistake for giving me the decision.
Tariffs. What about my Labubu's? Discard.
Too topical. Who knows where we'll be in 6 months? Wow,
Exactly.
this is a long one.
Okay.
3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, and these men are pawns. I put a price on 20,000 dirhams on their heads. Next, they will be hailed as the true messengers of God. They were just a couple of songwriters who came to Ishtar to break into show business. Oh, little darling, my little darling, I can't believe these men may control the fate of the Middle East. Oh, where are you? Do it. And then there's some like nonsense here. This is unbelievable. Hoopa hoopa hoopa. No wella. That's my lover. Are the two American messengers of God dead yet? Warren Beatty, Dustin Hoffman, Isabel Adjani. Your girl? How did she get to be your girl? Only you. I think they are wonderful. Ishtar, written and directed by Elena May. This is some of our best work, says Elena May.
Oh. Deserves a keep. That was a wonderful performance of that very long quote unquote joke. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Jared Leto stars in the new film Tron Ares. New reports indicate he's been taking method acting to new levels, including but not limited to cutting off his coworkers in traffic and throwing plates at their heads. It's a good Tron joke.
For all the Tron listeners out there. A surname you don't hear much anymore. Stalin.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm gonna think about this one a little before. we
Okay, we'll
decide.
put that in the maybe. Flannel's the mark of a true manly man. Maybe to some, but if you leave the thick Canadian forests and head to your local Seattle cafe, you might begin to think otherwise.
Perhaps. I think we're holding on to the Stalin joke.
Okay.
The total cost of my 7-Eleven purchases the other day was $7.11. I told this amusing factoid to the cashier, and in lieu of a remark, he simply stared at me with those cold, dead eyes. The Gen Z stare, ladies and gentlemen.
Tells a story. That joke is somewhat profound.
Perhaps.
York, Jersey, and Orleans sure must be boring since everybody's always obsessing over their new variants. I personally anxiously await the release of York Jr. Discard.
But when will New York arrive?
Oh.
Grand Theft Auto 6's developers have announced their plans to include the ability to avoid the housing crisis by going to Magic Mountain. Oh, wait. That was California Governor Gavin Newsom.
Ooh.
I think this one might be a little bit of a struggle.
It was topical once.
Maybe in California it would be funnier.
Maybe we're nowhere near California, but hopefully we have some California listeners tuned into WHRW 90.5 FM Binghamton. It would be wonderful to have that sort of outreach.
It would be.
I work at a glass factory, and the conditions are just grueling. Hand-blown vases are one thing, but they expect us to make all these intricate little pieces that are able to be used like their machine-made counterparts. You know what would make our hard days of work better? A glass whistleblower.
There you go. Do they manufacture the glass ceiling?
Oh, that would have been a good joke.
I'm grown now, and I have to put some things in perspective. When I was a boy, I thought I fought valiantly for my nation. But now, I realize I was just a tool used in proxy conflict. I put my life on the line for Mr. Pibb. I risked everything against those Dr. Pepper forces. It's only now that I realize I was just another tool in the greater Cola War. This one also a bit of a deep cut, perhaps.
Paramilitary stuff. Okay. I was just on Entenmann's website, and they had a pop-up box that greeted me, asking for me to accept all cookies. Well, Entenmann's, don't get too bold now. I'll take your chocolate chip, but don't go pushing some 100% farm-raised vegan non-fat oat and Brazil nut cookies on me.
So true.
It's kind of good.
What's your favorite cookie mix in?
Do whoopie pies count?
I suppose.
No, that's a pie. Sugar cookies.
Strong choice. Seth Rogen will be reprising his role as Donkey Kong in the new spin off film as part of Nintendo's expanding cinematic universe. The film, like Zelda, will be live action. There will be no CGI characters or motion capture, says Miyamoto, as we have already cast the perfect real life Donkey Kong.
Oh, he's kind of hairy.
That's true.
Just
And we could get him to work out. We've got a little bit of time before Donkey Kong.
You're
Who's
right.
to say?
Rapper 50 Cent recently changed his name to 100 Grand to compete with the popularity of Eminem. In related news, rapper will.i.am changed his name to whatchamacallit, and Lil Xan changed his name to Clark Bar.
We've got a theme going.
It's pretty funny. Not funny enough to keep, though.
What a shame. I've been trying to write a play on words, but I feel the scope has gone beyond a simple play. It's now more of a movie on words. Or, wait, I've got it. It's best suited as a limited series on words. Truly an example of scale creep if there ever was one.
A play on words? What is this? Spelling bee? 2 play on words in a row.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could open a small woodchucking business and chuck the wood required to make the paper to print the I-9s and W-4s to start hiring new woodchucks? Woodchuck gets caught up in bureaucracy and is forced to become a paper manufacturer.
The new Super Smash Bros. Video game for Nintendo Switch 2 will be host to a whole roster of new characters. We have word from Reggie Fils-Aimé, the former president and COO of Nintendo of America, that the real-life politicians Michael Dukakis and Ross Perot will be playable via paid downloadable content.
Ross Perot is a crazy pick.
They're getting outlandish.
Someday, the Biden blast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They call it the World Wide Web, right? Now, would that make Bill Gates the spider?
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling that
No,
one.
okay. These jokes, they're like baseball. If you can hit a baseball 1 out of 10 times,
That's pretty good.
you have a job. And these guys still have their job for making 1 good joke out of 10. I might not be the brightest bulb, but I always thought that Boxing Day consisted of leaving out ear-shaped cookies for when jolly old Mike Tyson shimmies his way down the chimney. Okay, Boxing Day joke. Actually, I'm putting that one to keep.
Oh boy. All right. In the new Legend of Zelda film, the villainous archenemy of the protagonist mysteriously remains uncasted. Asked why, a spokesperson explained, the American populace already possesses an innate resemblance to Ganon's pig form, which was primarily featured in the film. As such, we have decided to cut costs by turning the screen black wherever he is found, allowing the porcine visage of our audience to portray the disgusting, vile antagonist.
Now that's...
There is outrage at Nintendo's casting because neither Tom Holland nor Timothy Chalamet will be in this film.
That is outrageous.
Truly outrageous.
Let's see. We got to get some good ones.
Never say never. We could still get Timothy Chalamet in the film.
I wanted to write a meta joke, but I'm not knowledgeable on Facebook or the Oculus Quest. Okay,
All right.
good one.
Mark Zuckerberg. Shout out Mark Zuckerberg.
Shout out that fella.
Maybe it's just me and my old age, but pillow fights are a bit less fun when you replace the feathers inside with lead and mercury, and are also carrying brass knuckles and knives and assorted poisons.
Yeah.
You got like assassin joke going here? Yeah.
Okay. Name 10 books.
We've got Harry Potter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That doesn't count.
All right, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and
Okay.
then Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, Percy
Okay.
Jackson and the Titan's Curse, Percy
3.
Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth, Percy
4.
Jackson and the Last Olympian,
5.
and then fan favorite Atlas Shrugged.
Hurry up.
Fan favorite Atlas Shrugged. We've got Legends and Lattes. We've got
7.
The Joys of Cooking. We've
8.
got
Make me hungry.
People Watching and The
9.
People of New York City.
10. Okay. One more joke, super quick. How's your day been?
Been pretty good.
that one's going in the keep pile. Thank you for joining us on the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour, Season 2, Episode 1. WHRW Binghamton. Hatim, do you have any closing remarks?
Nothing much. Vote, vote, vote. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure to be here.
It's been a pleasure to have you. Everybody, have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week.